Ngayon, mga kababayan, dito na tayo. Siguro, isunod ko na muna ito. Ano? Yung glimpse ko sa tribulation. Si K. Valerio, $5. God bless her, God. Ken Valerio, maraming salamat po. Asa na yung ano? Ano dyan? I-replay ko na mo. Nabubulo lang. I-replay ko na muna po sa inyo ito. Kasi gusto ko rin magpahinga ng konti yung pagsasalita ko. Mamaya, huwag kayo mag-alala. I-share ko po ito sa inyo. Then, bala na kayo mag-judge. Di ko sinabing paniwalaan ninyo siya. Makinig lang kayo muna. Makinig kayo. Kung ang sinasabi niya credible. Pakilala ko siya sa inyo. Ito pong i-replay ko, galing po kay Major Ed Dames. Isa pong military intelligence officer. Former military intelligence officer. Ang title po nito ay Exposing Planet X and the Pandemic that Will Ensue in 2020. Maganda naman po yung kanyang yung kanyang pagsasalita. Maintindihan naman po ninyo yung kanyang pagsasalita. Ano yung maganda dito? Ito na lang. This was ang video ito, mga kababayan, this was produced last year, 2019. Sabi ko sa inyo, ganito. Nang pinanood ko siya, pinakinggan ko siya, I was shocked. Ang kanyang sinasabi is presently happening today. Parang yung sinabi niya, mga kababayan, in-implement lang ngayon. So with that, sabi ko, totoo nga na there are planners in this pandemic. In this pandemic, it is plandemic. Tama yung ating bansag sa pandemic na to. It is a scamdemic, it is a pandemonic, it is a plandemic. Pakinggan po ninyo. Mamaya, basahin ko sa inyo yung kwan dito. Sinasabi.
Major Ed Dames and his team of remote viewers have worked diligently throughout the years to provide proof of many top-secret enigmas that have been kept behind closed doors and out of the public's eye for decades. Now is the time to expose the darkest secrets that the U.S. government doesn't want you to know.
Start learning remote viewing now in order to get to a located sanctuary location to escape from this particular viral pandemic. I have had 1,000 or more personal sanctuary clients who have relocated to their sanctuaries. And the question is, should they wait until their city is about to be cordoned off to go to their sanctuary? Well, you won't be able to do that.
Ano yung sinasabi ni mga kababayan niya? Sa Amerika daw, marami nang in-establish na mga personal sanctuaries. Ano nga yan, sanctuaries? Paano natin ito? Yung mga elite dyan, tapos yung may mga alam, intelligence officer siya po. They establish personal sanctuaries already. Kung saan sila magtatago, bakit sila magtatago? Sabi ko sa inyo. Last time, diniscuss ko sa inyo, mga kababayan, yung tungkol sa test kits. Yung test kits po, 2018 pa. Bakit 2018 pa? 2020 yung COVID, yung COVID, 2018, may test kits na sila. COVID test kits. Anong ibig sabihin? Advance. Alam nila. Bakit alam nila? 2 years before na magka-COVID, plinano. Kita ninyo? In the elite, mga kababayan, established already sanctuaries. Bakit daw? Pakinggan natin si Major.
You should already be in place. Most, I'd say 80%, 85% of my clients are already in, have already relocated to sanctuary locations. So they will not be subject to the kind of horror that's going to pop up in major cities.
Nag-establish na sila, mga kababayan, ng sanctuaries para ready daw sila, hindi sila maapektuhan ng horror na mangyayari sa mga cities dyan sa Amerika and possibly all throughout the world. Kaya yung nangyayari dyan sa Amerika po, sinasadya po nila. Sinusunog nga yung mga cities dyan eh. Pati nga ngayon eh, pati yung bundok ninyo dyan sa California, sinunog na eh. It is a glimpse of the Great Tribulation. In that tribulation, mga kababayan, alam nila.
If you wait too long, your city will be cordoned off. You won't be able to get...
Pag nagtagal pa niya kayo, ang city ikokordon. Paano niya ito nalaman? Nagka-access siya po, mga kababayan, sa plano. Military intelligence siya eh. Tama nga. 2019 niya yung sinasabi. Tingnan ninyo. It is being implemented. The cities are cordoned. Lahat na may lockdown, lockdown. Lockdown, lockdown. Sa Indonesia nga, nandun si Mario Marcos, lockdown. Lockdown din ngayon.
Get out, and no one will be able to come in.
You cannot get out, you cannot no longer come in. Lockdown. So noon pa nila, plinano ang lockdown. Mr. President, President Digong, ayaw mo ng lockdown. Di ba? Sabi mo, quarantine lang. Tapos, lockdown na lang pala. ayaw ng ating Pangulo, di ba? Quarantine na niya. Ayaw ko, lockdown. Masisira yung economy. Lockdown din.
Because of quarantine rules, and if you are in the city, you may be taken to a FEMA camp.
You will be taken to a penal camp pag you refuse. Yung iba sa sinasabi niya, ginagawa na. Yung iba, hindi pa. It is the future. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, yung isang congressman dito nagsabi, babalik tayo sa dati. Hindi po babalik sa dati. Based sa script ng Caballero po, lalala pa po. Lalala pa.
Sanctuary locations are a function of your higher mind. If you are a remote viewer, a trained remote viewer, then you have a methodology to get in touch with your higher mind and to find which geographic location you should be in if you're not in one already. The DVDs I produce will coach you through finding your sanctuary. And you've got to do it now. You can't wait any longer.
Do it now daw. Yung preparation daw natin, you have to do it now. It is urgent. Hindi mo na niya yan magagawa sa susunod pang mga araw.
I'm prepping. I'm relocating. Prepping for the kill shot. You need to review that DVD now, right now. And keep that booklet with you at all times. The knowledge base in there is extensive. It will tell you what to do and how to do it. Save yourselves and your family. Take care of your loved ones.
Save yourselves and your family and take care of your loved ones. Bakit daw? Huwag mo daw iasa yung sarili mo sa gobyerno. Hindi ka masasaklaluan ng gobyerno.
Make sure that your loved ones know where you're at. There may not be any communication whatsoever. They've got to know where you are. The 85% nominally people infected with the virus and who are cured can be reinfected quite easily. This thing's not going to go away. In fact, even the medical community now is saying it might be a seasonal virus. It's here to stay.
It's here to stay. (2019) pa niya ito sinasabi. The spread of the virus, mga kababayan, this could be a distraction ginagawa ng mga kabal. Because there is a huge object that is coming that will shock the whole world. That is why gumawa sila ng activity dito sa mundo that will be a distraction. Pag hindi kasi po, the whole world will be in panic. Ano kaya yun? Ipatuloy natin.
The coronavirus affecting the world? About 16 years ago on a national radio show, I told the host that there's going to be a global pandemic. What we perceived as professional remote viewers and described were bulldozers bulldozing.
Kita ninyo. 16 years ago pa, alam na niya that there will be a global pandemic at sakto, mga kababayan, alam niyo yung sinabi niya? 2020. Sa bagay, sino yun? Si Bill Gates, sinabi din niya, 2016 yun, 2017. Tapos sinabi din ni Fauci, insider sila eh. Kita ninyo? Sinabi ni Fauci, within the administration of Trump comes a pandemic. Ito, sakto yung sinabi niya, 2020 niya. Pakinggan po ninyo.
Bodies into mass graves and covering the bodies with lime pits. This is just the beginning. If you could get out of the cities, try to get out now. If you're in a sanctuary location, you're set. Prepping for the kill shot will tell you why, but if you are in a populated area, your next door neighbor is friendly now. But when he runs out of food or medicine for his family, he's going to come knocking on your door and ask you to share. You have to think about what you're going to do under those circumstances and what he's going to do, especially when the situation becomes dire. Folks, I mean, we've all thought about a situation where this might occur, but it's going to occur during this pandemic. And this microbe is spreading fast, very fast.
These microbes, this pandemic will spread very, very fast. Kaya dapat na niya mag-ready na tayo ngayon pa lang. Pagkain, etc. What if, during the pandemic, nagkaubusan ng anong gagawin mo pag may nagkumatok sa'yo? Kahit hindi niya banggitin kung anong pwede mangyari. If there will be chaos, mga kababayan, in anarchy on the streets, because of famine, tulad ng kagutom yung tao, tulad ng warning ngayon. Kita ninyo yung binasa ko kanina? United Nations mismo ang nagsasabi, COVID to fuel wars in famine. United Nations mismo. Ay, mga kababayan relax lang huwag kayong matakot. Kinikwento ko lang po ito sa inyo para makapag-isip kayo. You have to pray to God for wisdom, for guidance. Kung hindi ko man ito sa inyo i-replay, ipi-play ito pong sinasabi nitong US Major, it will be a disservice on my part. Alam mo pala niya, Mr. Maravillas, di mo man lang sinir sa amin, nakapag-anticipate man lang kami.
I will keep you updated as much as I can and try my best to steer you in the right direction so that you can maintain some type of quality of life during this pandemic. And I'm not going to be around forever. You guys have to pick.
Yeah, sinabi po niya yan, 2019, kasi matandaan na din to retired major Not all the time, nandyan ako eh. Siguro mawawala siya, siyempre, asikasuhin din niya yung pamilya niya, yung sarili niya.
Pick up the ball and learn remote viewing. You've got to do it. It's a fantastic tool. It's an incredible tool. It isn't just powerful in terms of health trajectories, looking at the source of illnesses and their cure and their treatments. It is so powerful in many other ways in terms of personal development, in terms of penetrating enigma and mysteries. Learn it now. We foresaw this as professional remote viewers decades ago, that this is what is going to happen, and right now it is happening. You can't control a pandemic. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter what position you have in the government.
You cannot control the pandemic. In part, mga kababayan, tama yung sinabi din ng ating Pangulo. Inotil na nga niya ako eh. Inotil ako rito sa pandemic na to. Naging inotilan niya ako. Kita niya?
You are subject to this particular microbe as I am or any of us. This is the great cross leveler. It's the great equalizer. And the government knows that. If you sit down and talk with an epidemiologist, for instance, any epidemiologist will tell you what's going to happen. This is what they do. They know how bad it's going to get. Don't rely on the press to tell you that we're in control, because that's what...
Do not rely on the press. Pag nagsabi, we are in control. Pag sinabi ng gobyerno, we are in control, ganun talaga yung sasabihin nila. Pero ang sabi ni Major Ed Dames, do not rely on them.
The government will always tell you, we're in control. Because to say anything less would panic people. You need to panic. Don't...
Kasi daw, siyempre, ayaw nilang tayo ay magpanik. Habang sila ay nagre-ready na ng sanctuary nila, okay lang anya, okay lang. No problem anya, ha? Pak! Sabi ko sa inyo, tama ang Bible po. The future is very, very difficult. And the only way for us to escape this is to fly. It is only the rapture, mga kababayan, that will save us from the great tribulation that will, sabi ko sa inyo,
don't wait for the government to tell you we're not in control, because they're never going to say it. They'll always say, we're in control, we've got it covered. Just like Katrina or any other disaster like that. The government has control, right? Wait until trucks cannot bring food to cities. Now you have a war zone. You're going to have a terrible, terrible, beyond Mad Max anarchy situation.
Dito ko po, alam po ninyo, dito ko po naintindihan kung bakit nang magsimula yung pandemic, ang minobilize ng ating Pangulo, the Armed Forces and PNP, then, pilit kong iniintindi. Sabi ko, bakit yung mga pulis na dineploy po, nagsuot ng 7 colors? Dito ko po naintindihan. They will convert all the cities into a war zone in the future. At yung una pong natunghayan natin nang i-lockdown po, may dating uniform yung police, di ba? Civilian, hindi man civilian. Yung uniform na blue, pinalitan yon. Buti na lang ngayon, mga kababayan, bumalik yung dati. Hindi ko na nakita yung mga 7 colors. Yung pang-combat po. Nalata ninyo? Yun pala, kasi yun it is the sin of the future. They will convert the cities into war zone. Tingnan ninyo yung pandemic movie. War zone po. Pandemic 2. Tingnan ninyo. Ito yung dinidescribe niya. And that is, mga kababayan, a glimpse of the tribulation period. Habang nasusunog ang, bundok, nasusunog yung mga buildings, comes on the street, total chaos and anarchy. And because of that, comes the deployment of military. So, ito pong kinikwento ko, it is based on plan. As revealed by Major Ed Daines, a former military intelligence ng US Army.
And if you don't take the precautions, prophylaxis, right now, you're going to be in deep shit as this. Once this is out of the bag, it's out. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's got to run its course. What it leaves behind is going to be total disaster for all of us. The banking system, the infrastructure, trucking, food, agriculture, shipping, ports closing down.
Banking system, market. Now you know kung bakit nung lockdown, lahat sarado. Practice yun po. Practice. Ports. Until now, may mga ports pang sarado. Airports. Brainwash po tayo. Sinasanay tayo. Ito ang magiging future natin.
No, nothing. How long will that last? The fallout, other than its epidemiological nature, is going to be so destructive. It's going to be a changed environment. And this is just the beginning. Now you have a war zone. You're going to have a terrible, terrible, beyond Mad Max anarchy situation.
It is beyond Mad Max. A terrible situation, mga kababayan, in the future. Samantaka kayo. Bakit nga ba ganon? Ang kalaban natin, COVID, virus, ang dinideploy, armed forces and police. And in fact, in America, and it will also be done here. It will be done here. Pag magbabakuna po sa Amerika, ang i-deploy po nila sundalo. Bakit ka niya tumatawa? Alam nga naman, umiyak ako. Pinapagaan ko lang po yung aking Oy, bongacious ko yan, 250 yen.
It's going to make science fiction movies look like kindergarten shows.
It is like a science fiction movie. That is the scenario of the future.
The prepping for the Killshot DVD is critical for those of you who haven't figured out yet what you're going to do, or you need to review that DVD now, right now.
Kaya nga ginawa ko itong itong video. DVD yun noon pa, matanda na kasi ito eh. DVD pa yung sinasabi. Wala naman DVD ngayon. Itong video ito, ginawa ko niya para ma-review ninyo. Buti na lang, bigla akong sabi ko kasi, nasusunog yung Amerika. I have to search the latest about the planet X that is perturbing the Earth. that is changing, affecting the climate, na tinawag na mga ulupong na climate change, global warming. Titingnan ko ikako kung nasaan na siya. Ayun, biglang lumabas ito. Sabi ko, ano to? Exposing Planet X in the pandemic that will ensue in 2020. Anong connection nito sa Planet X, yung pandemic? Ganun pala yun. Sinadya, kasi alam ng kabal, ito ano yung mangyayari in that particular year at yung duration niya ito. Gagawa tayo ng senaryo sa buong mundo, gamitin natin itong pandemic para ma-distract tayo. Abang sila nagtatago na kung saan-saan, tayo, COVID! 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 Naubos yung panahon natin. Ang kwento ng mainstream media, COVID! COVID! Sabi ko sa, look up! Look up! Look up! Nandun po ang kalaban. Ang kalaban nasa taas. Ang kalaban po, mga kababayan ko, nagmamakaawa ko sa inyo. Huwag tingin po sa telebisyon. Look up, ang kalaban nasa taas po. Niloloko tayo dito sa pinalala nilang pinalala, oh. Pinalala nilang pinalala.
Now, and keep that booklet with you at all times. Save yourselves and your family. Take care.
Save yourselves and your family. Walang magliligtas sa inyo diyan. Pagkikuan niya, pag nasa kagipitan na po, alam nga naman, hello, sir, police! Ay, hindi. Ala, yung police, may pamilya din yun eh. Yung mga rescue, wala po, walang magre-rescue sa inyo. Yan ang sabi niya.
Care of your loved ones. Get educated, folks. There's no more time to waste. This is real.
There is no more time to waste. This is real.
Don't think that you're going to wake up tomorrow and the whole world's going to be the same as it was yesterday.
Pag gumising ka niya bukas, do not expect na parihas pa ng kahapon. We will not be the same again, mga kababayan. Sabi ko sa inyo. Tawag nila new normal. Dito mga abnormal na to. Ito ano yung new normal. Masanay na kayo.
Trying to shake you into realizing, take a look around you.
He is trying to shake us. Anya trying to shake you. At tayo ay tumingin-tingin sa paligid.
Don't wait until situations get as bad as they are in Italy with cities of 50,000 people quarantined. You better be in a sanctuary location.
Huwag mo na niyang, hintayin yung panahon na may 50,000 people quarantine. Huwag mo na niya.
You're going to see horror.
You're going to see horror. Horror daw eh.
Government, even with martial law, the government is not going to be able to control the populace. There's nothing that the authorities and the medical system can do to stop this, no matter where you are. You're already at risk. Don't touch your face and your nose and your mouth or your eyes with your hands. Keep washing your hands. That's the most effective.
Do not touch your eyes, your nose, your mouth. Kaya pala po sinasanay tayo ngayon. So itong pandemic na to, this is just the beginning, mga kababayan. Kaya yung sinasabi nilang second wave, that's the reason why they are stretching this. Ini-stretch nila. Stretch. Sabi siya, be ready for 18 months to 2 years. Kaya yung nagsasabi kong congressman, nagsasabing babalik tayo sa dati very soon or next year or December. Baliktad po ang mangyayari. Baliktad.
If you're outside and you have no choice, you're going to...
Dito ko po mga kababayan na naintindihan kung bakit palabas sila ng palabas ng movies, mind conditioning, predictive programming. Para hindi tayo magpanik, ginawa nila entertainment, Netflix. Yun. Yung ginikwento ko na zombie virus, meron sila. Yung sinasabi ko pa ulit-ulit na yung first tawag doon? First degree ba yun? Second degree, gano'n? Yung panglima, curable yung una. Yung panglima, kumakain na ng tao. Anong klaseng virus ang binitawan ng mga ulupong na nabaliw yung tao pag nakakita ng zombie nga eh. Pag nakakita ng kapwa-tao, kakainin niya. Dito ko rin naintindihan kung bakit ginawa itong zombie. Pwede i-play ko yung zombie. Zombie, basahin ko sa inyo mamaya yung lyrics ko. Cranberries. Patay na yon. Cranberries. Ganda ng boses niya. Tapos ang pinakinggan mo na, zombie, zombie. Pinoprogram pala tayo. O, tingnan mo to.
Work, you have to touch an ATM machine to get cash or whatever. Bring wipes with you.
So, hindi ka na. You cannot touch the ATM machine, mami. Kaya pala gusto nilang alisin yung pera. Digital lahat. So, online banking. Pinupost na nila lahat. Yung pera na pambayad mo doon sa tollgate, tollway, wala na yon. Kaya pala, dyan sa Manila, by October yata, wala na. Lahat na po yon, cashless na po. Hindi ka na, dito yun po.
Many people wear a mask. The folks that wear them still touch their face, touch their noses and mouth. And that is enough to infect you, whether or not you're wearing a mask. You guys,
Kahit daw nakamask ka, in the future, as you touch your face, you will be infected.
you're not going to be transported to FEMA camps during the worst of this particular outbreak, and I'll talk about how bad it's going to get. But what will happen is, you remember that the U.S. government practiced this zombie apocalypse drill? Well,
Kita ninyo. Ay, nandiyan na yung Hello, sir. Oh, nandito ka na? Hello, nandito ka na? Oo nga, alam ko, naka-save ka sa akin. Nandito ka na? Kausapin mo yung asawa ko. Mami, papigaanap ka na. Sige na. Nandiyan na. Buti naman. So, mga kababayan, ganon. Yung Amerika, nagkaroon ng zombie apocalypse drill. Bakit gagawin? Gusto niyo basahin ko mamaya? They made, mga kababayan, they conducted a zombie apocalypse drill. Basahin ko mamaya yung kwento.
the zombie apocalypse effectively was an exercise to seal off cities. You don't go in it, and you
The zombie apocalypse drill na nangyari dyan sa Amerika, if you are aware of that, Bangan yan, nandyan sa Amerika. Ang purpose pala noon, sabi ni former Major, retired Major Ed Dames, mga kababayan, para, ang tawag dito, practicein yung paano i-lockdown yung mga cities. Sabi ko sa inyo.
You come out, whether by rail or road or plane.
Para wala daw makalabas. Either by road, by rail, or by plane. Kumusta po kayo? 2,500 na? Di man kayo na, ano? Di man kayo na intakotan? Relax lang po.
That, in essence, is going to be a substitute for FEMA camps. So look forward to that happening very, very soon, by the way, from state to state to state, from city to city to city, instead of this idea of FEMA camps. You'll be not only quarantined, the Constitution will be violated. You won't be able to travel.
Hindi lang kayo ika-quarantine. Yung konstitusyon, sabi niya, it will be violated and you will be trapped. 2019 yan sinasabi. Sabi ko sa inyo, itong mga globalist cabal will trap us all. And this government of this country, sabi ko sa inyo, many times, is now trapped. It is a trap. Pumasok sa trap si President Digong. Willingly. O hindi man yung ano. Kala po.
That's coming. How bad is this pandemic going to get? Oh, take a look at Spain and Italy right now. And as I told you guys what's coming, what we saw as remote viewers was mass graves, lime pits. Guess what? The country of Ecuador started digging a huge burial pit because their medical systems and their mortuaries can't handle the number of deaths and the trajectory, the velocity of people dying in that country. The U.S. is in far better shape. We have a lot of equipment, not enough, but a lot. And we have the specialists, and we are prepared for a pandemic. Not as much as we would like to be, but far more than other countries. This is the first month of real hardship in our country. And people are not going to get a paycheck. A lot of people are not going to get a paycheck. Next month, it'll probably be 30% unemployment rate. That's a conservative figure. So what are people going to do with the little money they have left? Buy gas, medicine, food, probably. You're not going to pay your mortgage or your rent.
That's it, mga kababayan. So mamaya, kuhaan ko po sa inyo, i-share ko po sa page. Hindi na siguro sa kuhaan ko, baka kung madalo yung... Sa page ko na lang po. Dante Maravillas page. Pwede ninyong mapanood siya, mga kababayan.